Message content. I need to talk to you. Message header. How come you? Message content. Message header. How come you haven't called me? How come you haven't called me? I need to talk to you or somebody above you to let me know what I'm supposed to do here. I am lost and left with a broken and incomplete application. I won't be able to upload it to the App Store for customer purchase in this current condition. You guys didn't help me find a replacement team to transfer the codes to. I thought that was part of the deal when you let me know your company was no longer going to have a game development department. Please send me a meeting link when you are available for a call. I just have questions about what I'm supposed to do here so the transition can be smoother than it is right now. Thank you if you decide to ease my worries and answer my questions. Very respectfully, all sent, back button. All sent, messages, I am Yuha, you left, abhishek.negamat, psychatsarker, chapter 3, full and final build, yes, select, message header. Message content, I needed you to call me to explain what you're talking, message header, chapter 3, full and final build. I needed you to call me to explain what you're talking about. I don't know what you need from me in order for me to get the codes. I thought that was already automatic or something. Explain it in an email isn't going to be sufficient because I don't have a way to ask questions. I needed you to explain this to me. Send me a meeting link so we can discuss this. We don't have to go completely out on a bad note. If you don't have the courage to talk to me on the phone, then have Abhishek call me to discuss it. I believe that is his job anyway, right? I just can't believe this is happening this way. Not respectfully, J. F. Quirk II, owner of Mental Vision Games LLC. On June 16, 2022 at 10:49 a.m. Psychatsarker less than psychat.sarker at indusnet.co.in. Link. Greater than wrote, Hi Joseph. I have already shared the final email regarding development consideration on behalf of INT management, and we cannot change the same unfortunately. We received multiple rounds of feedback from you during the specified time frame for user acceptance test, and we covered all the in-scope feedback of Chapter 3. Regarding the sound, it's provided by you, and it can be updated by the future team. Just to reiterate, today is the last day for the gaming division in INT. Next actionable, once you share the formal acceptance email to Chapter 3, INT will share you the final source code. We will keep the source code with us till 15th July, link, as backup to collect from us. On Thursday, the 16th of June, 2022, 8:38 p.m. Joseph Quirk, less than wizard.quirk3@gmail.com, link. Greater than wrote, I'm sorry but this is not the last and final build because there's still issues with the sounds. Still issues with the weapon sound. Still issues with some of the gameplay. I haven't even given you my final feedback yet for Chapter 3. If you believe you are finished then, you will be finishing a project that is incomplete to the scope. Very respectfully, J. F. Quirk II, owner of Mental Vision Games LLC. On June 16, 2022 at 7:15 a.m. Psychatsarker less than psychat.sarker at indusnet.co.in, link. Greater than wrote, Joseph, thanks for your email. Here is the response. 1. We have covered the Chapter 3 as per the best knowledge based on the written scope for Chapter 3. 2. We don't have any extended support engagement for Chapter 3 post-completion of the development part. 3. We intimated about the dissolution of the game team 3 months back and asked to find a suitable dev partner to whom we can transfer the ownership of the code. Unfortunately, that did not happen till now. We already have extended the dissolution timeline by 45 days to get the project in better shape, but we can't extend it after this. 4. It will be ideal to get this live on store once you engage a new development partner who can assist you by supporting the app. Unfortunately, we are not in a situation to assist you with any kind of development after this point. Once you share the full and final acceptance of the Chapter 3, we can only transfer you the ownership of the source codes. Maybe the situation is not that favorable where we can part ways on a good note, but we try to assist in the best possible manner by staying within the scope and catering to your in-scope feedback as best possible. Regards. /link image Psychatsarker, Senior Project Manager, Mob Skippers, Skype, psychats.int, link, website, indusnet.co.in, link, Indusnet Technologies, link, image, Indusnet Tech, link, image, Indusnet Technologies, link, image, on Wednesday, June 15, 2022 at 10:51 p.m. Joseph Quirk less than wizard.quirk3@gmail.com, link. Greater than wrote, I know you guys are in a hurry to get off this project. It's very obvious you don't give a crap about it anymore. In the scope for Chapter 3 build, the chainsaw and the Psycho Dog melee weapons were on the CH3 list. I have no way to actually prove it other than by email because Shubham and Abidi no longer work at Indusnet Technologies. Sir him and I agreed to come up with a few more weapons because the list was too small for Chapter 3, so I did. It not came up with the sounds for them. I don't understand why I'm getting screwed out of what I paid for. Especially, since I have tried very hard to let all of you know how grateful I was for all of your hard work. And I took it to heart to try to hope you get some recognition by your company for what you were doing for the world. I suppose it doesn't mean anything to you anymore. I don't agree with it, but that's how you feel. As far as the protagonist and antagonist dialogue for Chapter 3 goes, you guys were able to add the sound effects to the Circus Master voice in Chapter 1 and 2. What changed now? Was Pranoy the only one that knew how to do that? I don't want to believe it, but if it's true, you guys are in trouble. INT just notified me that there is a new build. 1.2.37. I will go through it. I don't know if I'm halfway through Chapter 3 or at the end. I think I'm pretty close to finishing it. It is really hard without some of the weapons I designed to be implemented. So once you guys are done, you will give me the codes and then I'm on my own to fix any bugs that customers complain about. That's not in the terms and agreements I signed in the very first scope. I will be talking to your management about this one. I'm not blaming you for that. It was in the contract for a 30-day project completion technical support just in case there were any issues with the app after it was uploaded to the store. I hope and pray I get a phone call from customers for feedback surveyor. I will not talk bad about the team, but I will talk the truth about what your company has put me through. 3 years ago we all started off really great. A year later, it was even better. The virus hit. Everything went way down. Again, that's not your fault. You and I have done wonderful work on this project since you started. At least, until the virus hit and you weren't able to do your jobs the best you could or even at all. I would be willing to give you recommendation on LinkedIn, but you have been very cold to me for the last 3 months. Some might say disrespectful. I don't hold that against you because I know you're stressed out. Seems like everybody is stressed out nowadays. I will do the test on the new build very quickly just to make sure everything is working. Then I'll let you know when I'm finished. I'm not gonna be happy because the chainsaw and the dog's not there in the mainly section. It would be nice if you could fix the dialogue for the circus master and the warlock to sound like the chapter 1 and 2. Very respectfully, J. F. Quirk III, owner of Mental Vision Games LLC on June 15, 2022 at 11:06 a.m. Psycat Sarker less than psycat.sarker at indusnet.co.in. Link. Greater than wrote, Hi Joseph. INT has tried to summarize multiple feedbacks shared across in different threads today. 1. Conflict with the weapons scope. INT have developed the weapons based on the Chapter 3 requirement as attached. INT is not in position to consider the scope of Chapter 1 and 2 as there is no active engagement on that scope and the project is completed and uploaded in server and from the time of my engagement on this project. I clearly mentioned multiple times that our focus is to complete the project as per Chapter 3 requirements. Right now, unfortunately, we will not be able to consider the other weapons as part of Chapter 3 and will not be able to cater to the request of addition of the same. 2. Credits update. INT have updated the credit as you mentioned. 3. Game saving. INT have tested and the game is saving properly. Unable to reproduce the issues. 4. Dialogue and loudness. INT has used the dialogue file provided by you and we have no control over the sounds and if you are not satisfied, it's a matter of updating the revised sound file and anyone can take care of that easily. 5. Fingerprint authentication for in-app purchase. This was not developed by INT earlier as well. That's a part of the Apple's in-app purchase mechanism and handled by the Apple, third party only. So if there is any change on their part that is updated accordingly, you can connect with Apple to get it clarified. I have added the comments as per my best knowledge on the project scope of Chapter 3. As I mentioned earlier, we are in the last day of development today, 15th June. We will not be able to extend any development support after this point. The gaming division is getting shut down after this week. IN will be released from the project and from INT tomorrow. So it will be great if you can share full and final settlement email on Chapter 3 and we can share the source code of this project with you. We will keep the source code intact for a month with us. So please complete the source code transfer by that time. However, please note, as mentioned earlier, INT will not be able to provide any dev support on this project as the gaming team will no longer exist after tomorrow. Abhishek is also CC'd in this email. In case you have any concern, you can let him know as well. Regards. /link image. Psycat Sarker, Senior Project Manager. Mob Skippers. Skype. Psycats.int. Link. Website. indusnet.co.in. Link. Reply. Message content. This was not developed by previous message button. Previous message button. Screen recording in progress. 12:50.